Today solve this clean up the unused IP addresses. Overview this lab. In this lab, the cloud run functions among the cloud schedulers to identify, clean up the wasted cloud resources. Can use the unused IP addresses and to scheduling auto unused IP address to delete it using a cloud runner. This is the architecture. You can see this is the region US Central. In the zone of particular US Central static IP instances. The compute instance create the one static IP addresses. The unused IP addresses can detect and unlink the IP address. This can use the kind of cloud scheduler handles the unused IP addresses. First of all, open a new tab and it will show like this and create the activate the cloud shell. Click the activate the cloud shell. After a few seconds, it will be reloaded and it show the cloud shell. Come back to the lab. These are the first task is enable the IP and clone the repository. With the gcloud services enable the cloud scheduler.googleaps.com. This is a process of enabling the cloud scheduler APIs using the cloud shell and click the continue button, click authorize. P or type is more better to learning, but it will take the less time. The cloud services enable copy paste, click enter. It will be load the cloud scheduler APIs in the cloud shell. It will take the few seconds. The finished you can see like this finished successfully. After come to the lab, the progress complete assignment is completed in task one. After accessing the cloud scheduler to clone the repository in the cloud shell, the type of git clone is a HTTP is one of the URL to the clone the what be the repository, copy and come back to the cloud shell and paste it. You can test and set up the environment variables to mark the repository folder in the consumer worker ID where to run all the commands included this lab then working directory. PWT present working at copy and come back to the PowerShell, paste it, click enter. Fully clone the repository. After clone the repository, create the one IP address, change the worker ID directory. The type of command change the directory and unused IPs. PowerShell navigate the unused IP address directories. Okay, this repository contain the unused IP addresses. That's why I want to find that unused IP addresses. Copy and paste the cloud shell. You can see the port names, IP address variables. Unused IP address name as user IP, used IP, used IP address, used IP, unused IP addresses, unused IP. It's kind of variables that assign the unused IP addresses. For assigning confirmation to addresses was created or not. Copy and paste. The cloud addresses is filter. In warning of region, the lab is the US Central Region. Successfully create the unused IP address and used IP addresses. If it is created or not. Successfully created name is unused IP addresses, address and external region kind of information of used IP address, unused IP addresses. So check the create two static IP addresses, check my progress. Successfully completed to set the IP address to environment variable. So our IP address is set the environment variable to use the entire cloud shell. After create the one EVM instance, create the one how to handle the unused IP addresses. This command like a gcloud compute instances create static IP address is the name of the VM instance. After you can specify the types like icon John US Central and mission type is A2 medium and subnet is default and address is can find to directly link the unused IP address variable and it will copy and go to the shell, paste it, click enter. It will take the 2 to 3 seconds to create the instance to until wait now to completely created. After I come to the create VM instance and confirm this IP address is now use. This is like this is to check if it is created or not. Like you can specify the particular reason. You can use the filter. You can reason particularly created unused IP addresses like can show the output like this. Unused IP addresses the either unused IP addresses is used IP addresses is used IP addresses is two types are external and the reason particular reason copy and come back to shell successfully created in the VM instance. Like if it is filters, these are two unused IP addresses and particular reason as a used IP addresses is purpose networks and subnets are used in status in use and status is reserved. Come back to the review the cloud run functions and code. The cloud shell output main section in the code. Kind of review of the code. Copy and paste it. Control C, paste it. This is a review of our code. Kind of JavaScript code to handle the preceding the code sample following the interrupts. Compute.get address, calculate the status, reserved, unreserved, deploy the cloud run functions, disable the cloud functions and API, decloud services, disable the cloud functions dot googleabs.com, copy, paste it, successfully finish the disabling and after re-enable the again the cloud functions and add the artifact registration dot reader permission to HubSpot services account replace project ID into project ID. Can Gcloud project add-on policy binding can definitely replace the project ID to the project ID, your project ID. Hyphen after member and role, and copy and paste, and copy the project ID to the particular, mm, bring the project ID brackets and only and click enter. Then show the issues error. Can check again. Again errors and copy again. Copy the project ID and replace this place, particular place. After replace the project ID, you can enter successfully executed all the rules. Cloud shall deploy the Cloud Run function. Now it is deployed. Gcloud function deploy the unused IP addresses to FNF generation triggering US Central. Copy and this enter. Hit the enter. It will take few seconds. Come back to the lab. Scheduling the test and the cloud functions. This, this is a command to set the environment, set the variable URL into the mention your copy cloud shell. Having services finished successfully allow unauthorized navigations and new functions. Click enter this. It will take a few seconds and wait. Tries with these commands. Okay, scheduling and test the cloud functions. Create one engine and use the cloud scheduler. Decloud app create destination region US Central. Cloud should create the cloud scheduler task to run the cloud run function at 2 a.m. every night. Scheduling the particular time to at 2 a.m. will unused IP as well, detecting the kind of job to detect the particular time. kind of is a manual triggering. Is a particular time triggering is a manual triggering. And after run this cloud schedule job, execute successfully and copy the set up the environment variable and create one app in the particular region. Successfully create the app. It will take the few seconds. After creating the app, you can run the cloud shell scheduler particular 2 a.m. scheduling command, copy and paste. Successfully execute all commands. Check the progress. Create the app engine or not. Assignment is completed. After test the job manually triggering the cloud scheduler jobs run unused IPs. The variable live and location, particular location. Paste it. Click enter. Successfully executed. No logs find running the cloud scheduler. It will take the 2 seconds to complete this. If it is it says addresses list name unused IP address unused IP addresses. Not deleted the unused IP addresses. Can see this unused IP addresses. It will take a few seconds to get at particular time. And the environment variable of create the app. Only will be take a few seconds. That's why it is confirmation deletion of unused IP address or not. In copy or list there is unused IP address cannot explain this. Only use used IP addresses. Remove the unused IP address. Successfully complete this lab. These are the outcomes to this lab. Click the end of the lab and end lab. The rating of this lab 5 and submit.